Hello, hello, hello. I am actually getting ready to eat my leftovers. Oh, shoot. I just spilled this stuff all over me. Guys, I just made me a big boo-boo. So actually my leftovers is the pho soup that I made yesterday. So that's what I'm getting ready to eat. And I just spilled some juice on me. And the hubby's coming. He's running to my rescue. That's Lexi's.
Yeah. What
Just the dish towel will be fine. So this is what I have, guys. I need to clean my glasses. I can't see nothing. But this is what I have right here in this big bowl right here. Is that soup I made last night. And again, I have some leftovers for today. So yummy, yummy, yummy to me. So let me clean my little boo-boo up that I made here. And I got this soup all over me. Look at there. Oh my gosh. You know what's something? Well, at least it didn't get on the floor. It just only got on my t-shirt. So I gotta wipe it off. So I just pretty much it just made the pho. Some of you guys that was on here with me last night, that's what I made. If you go back and you can look at my live, you can see what I made last night. Again, here it is. And it turned out so good. I did purchase it from the Dollar Tree. So I think I'm gonna have to clean my glasses because they look kind of blurry to me. So here is the soup. Look at there. Mm. This is to the rim. I did keep my soup in the bowl that it came in from the Dollar Tree. If you see that there, it's the same bowl. I did not put it in another bowl, but sometime I wish I should have put it in another bowl because look at that. That thing is full to the rim. And I just spilled some on me. Can you believe that? So I'm just right now, I'm just now eating, guys. I ate earlier today around 12. And that was the first time I ate today. So it was 12 today, and now it's what, 7 o'clock? So I'm eating again. I'm a little hungry. Oh. But I came on here for this video is to talk about what we're going to have for Sunday dinner. I am a little undecided. I have like 3 menus that I'm looking at to make. So when I shop for my Sunday dinner, I usually start on Friday. So tomorrow is Friday. And then Saturday, I like to prep my food. Okay? This soup from the Dollar Tree is good. So I did want some salmon. And then I changed my mind to something different. So the hubby, so we're still trying to find out what we want to eat. But whatever we decide that we want to eat, we need to decide. I got to get it tomorrow. I usually have to get like my fresh meat, but I think I have some potatoes in the cabinet. So whatever I make, I'm going to have to use the potatoes that I have in my pantry. So a lot of times when I pick out something to eat, I usually have to have something that's already in my house. So far, I know I'm going to make some fresh potatoes, probably some mashed potatoes, I'm thinking. I did have a subscriber come on here and she said something about making a meatloaf. And that sounds good too. But I'm not very good with meatloaves. I don't know why, but I'm not. So I might consider. Not again, I'm not sure. I'm like, I don't know what to cook. So I usually when I make a meatloaf, I usually put ground turkey and beef together. So that's something I do. That's something that I like to do when I make my meatloaf. And then, put all your other ingredients and that kind of thing in there. But I haven't made a meatloaf in a long time. Well, when she said that, I kind of thought about it. I said that probably would be good with some mashed potatoes, of course. Then I said, well, I did want some salmon. I thought about searing salmon. But I made salmon on here. I did stuffed salmon before, and I put the cream cheese. You know how you stuff it. You cut it open, and then you stuff your salmon, and then you sear it on both sides, and then you stick it in the oven. I did do that before on my channel, and I have not had it since then. So it's been, I'm going to say, almost a year. So I did think about that. So, and I told the hubby, I said, I kind of wanted to do a surf and turf where, because one thing we have the lobster meat. Is it lobster? We have the lobster meat. So we just need the steak. So I thought about that. So those are three things that's on my mind. But whatever I make, it has to blend in with some mashed potato. And again, the mashed potato most definitely has to be homemade because that's what I have in my cabinet. I think I have some green beans. I'm not sure. I have to look and see. Because usually when I go to Aldi's, I usually stock up on their vegetables at Aldi's. I usually get the 2 bags. Because guys, I don't know if you go to Aldi's, but their vegetables are like 99 cents or 98 cents a package. And I think that's really good. That's the frozen. So that's considered as fresh. So that's another option. Um, Wants to see what you guys are cooking. I see I have quite a few people in here. Where are you guys chiming in from? I'm still eating my dinner, guys. I did get some of that water juice down out of there. So this soup, oh gosh, it was so good. I made this last night too. That's why I explained I do cook on my channel. So it doesn't have to be a gourmet cook. It could be something simple like this. This is from the Dollar Tree. And you can make it how you want to make it. And if you did not see my live, you can always go back to my live and look at it. I did make this last night. You will be able to see that. Okay. Sorry for the smacking. So what are you guys cooking for Sunday? Anybody cooking Sunday, or are you just having leftovers? Because I didn't want to cook nothing big for the next few days. I think this was my second meal I made for this week. If you go look at my live, you see the first one that I made. And then this is the second thing that I did. And then Sunday will be which is the beginning of next week. So I usually, if I cook big for Sunday, I usually cook light through the week. And then when I cook my Sunday meal too, guys, it always lasts me for a while. Yes, it is, Ruthie, and it's so good. I made some more. I still had leftovers, so we just put all the little vegetables in here, and it's good. It really is good. So right now, I'm just trying to figure out, guys, what I want to cook for Sunday. Again, I have to make sure that I have everything tomorrow. So like I said, I have not made that meatloaf. It's been a long time. And the thing about when you are on live with people and you cook like a meatloaf, that cooks for a little while. So I guess if I do something like that, I would have to do that on a video. But like the salmon, that's something quick because salmon does not take that long at all. So that's why I'm kind of undecided. Whatever I make, I wanted to do it online. Because sometimes when I bake things, like especially something homemade, it will take an hour or over an hour, and I don't like to do that on live. Again, I like to do that on my video. Anytime it's a long video, I think it's going to be a really long video, I'll do it that way because you have to mix all the ingredients together. And then you have to put it in the oven. Then you have to wait till it's done. And you're talking about like a 2-hour video. And I think that's a little too long to be just, sitting there on the camera and like, okay, twiddling your fingers, waiting for it to get done. So that's why I want to cook something quick and easy. That's why I thought about the salmon, because salmon doesn't take that long. And yeah, it doesn't take long at all. So that's the reason why I said the salmon. I have to clean my glasses, guys. This is the thing about having glasses. Oops. Glasses on. They get so dirty. They get real dirty. And it's like, okay, I can't see. Maybe I need another pair of glasses, and that's not what it is. You have to clean them things. Oh, that's a whole lot better. So, would anybody cooking anything for Sunday? Any ideals out there? Like I said, I think I'm gonna have to cook something really fast. And if I do a meatloaf or anything else, I'm going to have to do it on a long video. Turkeys take a long time to cook. See, you gotta, when you do something like that, you gotta look at, I've made them before. I made them for the holiday, and it takes time for that to cook because a lot of times people like to see you prep your stuff and get it ready and then put it in the oven, but then you have to wait for those minutes for it to get done. I'm gonna say that if I do something like that, I would have to do it on a long video, which means that I can't go live. I'm trying to find something that I can do on live. Like my potatoes, I can actually boil my potatoes before I go on live. I don't want to be so long to where I like my meat very tender. So if I cook turkey flats and want my meat tender, that's going to take a little while. So last time I made that was for, I think, Thanksgiving, when I did the turkey. Actually, the turkey wings, which was the drum. That took a little while. So I don't know. It sounds good, though. That's why I said salmon. And then another thing I said, too, because it doesn't take long for lobster to cook. And it doesn't take long for steak to cook. It doesn't take long for salmon to cook. So I'm just kind of undecided. Meatloaf, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So what I probably would do is just prep it. I would have to prep it and season it. And I think the market is open not until actually Saturday. I don't think they have flats out here. I have to go to the store and I want my stuff from the market. Um, can you think of something else besides the turkey, the turkey flats? So when you cook your turkey flats, don't they cook for a while? Because I know mine do. Ruthie, how long do you cook your turkey flats for? I'm smacking, but it's good. It does cook for a while. Yeah, it cooks. And see, you would be on here for a long time talking to people. And the thing about live, and I enjoy my live, but your mouth gets dry. So yeah, that would I don't know how I would do that. You know? So I think I might have to do, yeah, I'm going to do those potatoes because the potatoes have to get out of there. About, yeah, yeah. So try to be on live for 3 hours. I can't do that. I would have to do that off camera. I would. That water's so good. So yeah, I'm really undecided. But by tomorrow I'm gonna know exactly what I wanna make. Right now, I just want to get on here because I know some people was giving me some really good idea. But I saw another recipe too that looked really good, and it's called butter chicken. And I see that wouldn't take long. I don't think that would take long, but I don't know if I want to cook that. You know, that's why I'm kind of undecided. So I got to think of something and think of it quick. And I know by tomorrow I'm gonna think of something. Why am I bit? Looks funny. So I'm gonna think of something by tomorrow. Y'all, I'm not in my kitchen. Did you notice I'm not in my kitchen, y'all? When I had my lunch, I think didn't even eat like half of it. So, mm, this is so good. Mm, mm, mm. The thing about leftovers is when you get down to that last bit, it's just so good, you know? Mm, this is so good. Did anybody make this soup? Ruthie, did you make that soup? Or no, you said you was making something else. You was gonna make that drink. Did you ever make that drink? That pink drink? It is good. It's real good. It's not salty. You can control your heat and your salt. And I think it was one ingredient I didn't put in here. I love soup. And you can make it as hearty as you want to. If you don't want to put the noodles in there, you don't have to put the noodles in there. You can just use all vegetables and just use the broth. And then if you want to put your protein, whatever protein you want to put in there, you can do it like that too. My dog's sitting here looking at me. I'm gonna give her one of these jalapenos. She looking like, Mommy, I want some. I have such a good dog. You would never, I mean, I do so many lives, you would never hear her bark. She does not charge at people or any of that unless, she's very friendly. I think somebody will take her home and she will be okay with it. We had somebody to come over today, and the person that came over today said he had two dogs just like her. So I think I'm gonna go with the salmon. Mm. So I think I might do salmon and I'm going to do stuffed salmon because I have plenty of cream cheese in there, and I know how to make the stuffing. I already have this spaghetti in there. Not spaghetti, I'm sorry. I have the spinach already, and I also have ricotta cheese. So, and you know what else will be good on the side too? I think I'm gonna cook some spinach on the side. I think that's, even though it's stuffed, the salmon will be stuffed with spinach. I'm gonna put the spinach on the side, make stuffed salmon, and then do mashed potatoes. I'm gonna do homemade mashed potato. Everything is gonna be fresh. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Now, when I cook like that, um, it doesn't last a lot of days. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I love fresh spinach. I can eat a pot of spinach. You guys already know I love my spinach sauce. Oh, it's quiet tonight. I think I came on at a bad time. I think the latest I went on was last night. I guess everybody said, I already know what I'm having for Sunday. I'm not going on there. I tell you, I am, now guys, I am close to getting monetized. And right now I only need 500 some more watch hours. And I will be monetized. That's it. I looked at that like, oh my gosh. I'll say probably in the next, I'm gonna say in the next, it might be less than 2 weeks, because now when YouTube, I know some of you guys might be familiar with YouTube, but YouTube is always a week behind. So right now they're a week behind. So the last date they go up to, and some people might not understand what I'm saying. The last date they went up to was, they're still in February. So for this month, they do not calculate your hours. So they're still on me another entire week. So I'm going to say 3 weeks. I'm going to give it like 3 weeks, might be a month. I'm not sure yet. So when I go live, that helps out a lot, guys. With people coming on your live, that helps you really to get monetized pretty quick. And it's so weird because I did not know that until the last minute. But I like doing lives, so it doesn't bother me. There's a lot of broth in here too. Still a lot of broth. So with that being said, I'm almost there. I'm knocking at the door. That's what it's telling me. So you're knocking at the door. So this is more like a laid back day for me. I did post a video earlier today. So this is like my second video that I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Ruthie. Yeah, this is my second video. So when you on YouTube, um The video that I put up today was what I shot for my faux soup when I went to the Dollar Tree. And I went to a couple of other stores. And like I said, one of the stores, you guys are most likely you're not familiar with it. But I did Meyer, that's the name of the store. So I did stop there, but so actually I think I've been putting up almost two, sometimes three videos a day, not trying to, but they just come like that. Because when you go shopping, you want to let people know what you bought, for the for whatever meal you're making. You want to make a video on that. And when you go, even if you go to the store, this is for some of the people that's trying to do some of your videos, so you can get more than one video out, but you do not have to post it all in one day. So you can just get those videos out and just do it that way. So guys, I can't. I just, ooh, this is something different. When you get that close, it's like you start to get a little nervous. I'm like, this is real. You know, it's really real because I didn't know. I really didn't know, but it's yeah. And I was just like excited when I first started doing it. And then when you get down to that last part and it starts to happen and they sending you all of these notifications, it's like, oh my goodness. Hi Tina. And you are still, I did get your message, Tina, so you are still on there. So you didn't delete anything. You're fine. So, guys, with that being said, and Tina, I thought about you with the meatloaf. So, but I'm not gonna be able to cook a meatloaf on live because it takes a while. So, I try to cook meals that, I mean, I got stuff. I had juice poured all over me, but I have to make something that it only cooks for just a number amount of minutes. Even though I have to put the salmon in the oven, it's not going to take long because salmon doesn't take that long to cook at all. And if you cook it too long, it's dry. And I don't like dry salmon. So I have to think of a greenery that will be able to go with the salmon. And I think I have a couple. I'm thinking of asparagus and I'm thinking of green beans and broccoli. It's just a number amount of things that I can cook with that. But like I said, I do not want to cook something that is going to take a long time. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cook the stuffed salmon, fresh mashed potato. I'm not going to put any gravy on the mashed potato at all. And then I'm going to do, I got to think of, once I get to the market on Saturday, I'll figure out what vegetables that I'm going to make. Dessert, I don't think I'm making any dessert. We still have ice cream, so it just doesn't make sense to keep making stuff and you still need to eat up what you have. So if they want to have some dessert, we still have plenty of ice cream in the refrigerator, and I don't know how long that's going to last because I don't know if you guys, but us, it's just like if it stays there for a number amount of time and we know that we're not going to continue to eat it, we just get rid of it. So right now, that's why I don't want to make a dessert. It just doesn't make sense. So it just makes sense for us to eat what we already have. Some people think like, well, I'm gonna go out and get a pie or cake. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna eat some ice cream and call it a day. So that's gonna be dessert. I don't think the potatoes is good enough. We don't need like rolls or anything like that. You never had salmon before? Really? Oh, I love salmon. I truly love salmon. And Tina, it doesn't take that long to cook. It's a very lean meat. And actually is one of the best meats to eat. Hi, Angela. Oh, that sounds good. Bread pudding. That sounds really good. See, if I have something like that, I probably would have it with breakfast and then have a piece of meat on the side. Tina, that's what I probably would do. Um, and that's something I have not made breakfast in a while, so I'm gonna have to mix this stuff up a little bit too as well, because I do have a couple of breakfast recipes that I do have that I want to try. So if I do something like that, that's a 6:30 in the morning, guys. So I don't know if you want to get up that early. So when you make your banana bread, what do you put in it, Tina? Is it easy? I never made banana bread. Wait a minute. Yes, I did. I made uh bread pudding. I'm sorry, I made banana bread. I did that on live. I did the banana bread on live, and with the banana bread taking so long to get done, I had to show it on my shorts. That's what happened. That's why I said a lot of things that I'm not going to be able to do on my live. Oh, look, my hair is a mess. It's tired of color and everything. But I need to, when I make something, like I said, it has to be, quick. Yes, yeah, I did. I made that banana bread, put it on my shorts, and that bread was so good. A lot of my breads that I make like that, I like to put some type of nut in there. And that's what my husband's like, you forgot the nuts. And I did. Sometime when you go to the grocery store, that's why I have to write a list, and I forgot to put that on my list. But if I like banana bread and that kind of thing, I like to have it for breakfast in the morning, with a piece of bacon or something, or a sausage, or a boiled egg. And sometimes I could just eat a boiled egg. A lot of times, you know what, guys? I don't eat breakfast like that. I'm not a big breakfast eater. I like to eat around 11 o'clock. I'm ready to eat me something. And I usually only eat twice a day. So, yeah. And I kind of pick through my stuff. So, yeah. Mackerel. You know what? That would be good to make for breakfast. So what do you make yours with? Grits? Do you fry yours? Do you sprinkle your mackerel on top? How do you do your mackerel? Because I did see, you know what? They sell mackerel at the Dollar Tree. I saw it when I went the other day to get the faux soup. I saw the mackerel. They had it at the Dollar Tree. And see, I was never a mackerel girl. I don't like all them little bones. Like the salmon, that's why I do salmon croquettes, because the mackerel, it has more bones in it. You still eat it with the bone? Okay, well, it has a lot of bones in there, right, Tina? A lot. So I think that's the reason why I don't make it. I think that it would be good. Yeah, with some. I think people make it with grits. Okay. I would, if I had that, and see me, I'm not a big grit eater, but when I have it with some type of fish or shrimp, um, I would eat it. I like man with a seafood with. I don't know why I like it like that, and I don't eat it a lot like that. I'm not a grit person. I'm more of an oatmeal person, and like I said, I don't eat breakfast like that. I would wait a while to eat breakfast. Because my husband be like, you didn't eat your food. You need to eat some breakfast. I'm like, I'm not hungry. And then when I eat lunch, I act like I'm starving. And I'm like, I'm done. He like, you're done. You didn't hardly eat anything. Yeah, so it's crazy. But just like this soup, I just put the rest on the table. But that mackerel, I'm gonna have to try that. I forgot to bring my book in here. Huh? Can you bring my book, please? That blue and white book and my pens. I've been working hard today. Over there, near the chair where the table is at. Cause Tina, you been giving me some that you gave me another one where I'm gonna do that meatloaf, but I'm gonna have to do that on a long video. I am. I'm gonna have to do that like that. And another person, Ruthie, was on here too. She said something about turkey wings or turkey flats, and that sounds good too. But the thing about those type of meals, they cook for a long time, and me, the way I, on here talking, your mouth get dry after you talk so much. Like I got my big thing. This is my water. I got this from the Dollar Tree. Isn't it cute? And it is 42 ounces. And then it gives you the time that you drink your water. I just listen, I don't pay attention to that. I just keep drinking. So I keep this with me and wherever I go in the house. But I'm gonna try. So you eat your mackerel with grits, right? You said yes. I believe you said yes. This is where I heard people say too, Tina. That sound good too, Ruthie. I didn't I do that before? I think I did that before. Didn't I do some grit? Didn't I do some barbecue chicken? It's something I barbecue. Oh, you know what that was? That was some neck bones. See, if I do the barbecue chicken, I would have to do that on a long video. Yeah, I would have to do that on a long video because I'm not gonna fry it or sear it. Um, Barbecue chicken. So guys, I'll say if you cook your barbecue chicken, what would you cook yours with? What would you have on the side? Um, I miss my salads. I haven't made listen, guys. I love a salad. I love me a fresh salad. I have not done it in a while, but I did see. Now listen, I did see a 7-layer taco salad. Listen, I love a 7-layer taco salad. Okay, that is one of the things that I'm looking at too as well. Has anybody ever made a 7-layer taco salad before? That's more like a Tuesday. Ooh, Tina, 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 that sounds so good. That sounds really good. See, now you can't do that on live. I don't know why you don't have your channel, Tina. Tina be throwing down in the kitchen. Barbecue chicken. So these, like the barbecue chicken and meatloaf, most definite has to be a long video. Okay. Like I said, I do like to do videos live, but in this case, like, and you got, especially Ruthie and Tina, that I would have to do that on a long video because you have to prep everything, get it ready, put it in the oven, let it cook because that chicken has to be done, of course. And then the barbecue chicken. And I like barbecue chicken, but I haven't had that in a while. Oh, really? You don't want to do YouTube, Tina? The way you over there cooking, you need to be doing somebody's tube. You be over there, you'll get a lot of hits. The way you cooking, mashed potatoes, and that's what that sound. Now that sound good, Ruthie. That's with the barbecue chicken. Ooh, that sounds so good. I love asparagus. I truly love asparagus. That's thank you, Ruthie. Would that be fresh mashed potatoes or box? And then my mashed potatoes, I like to put a little cheese in there too. Not a lot. I'm not a big cheesehead person, but cheese is one. It's pretty good, you know. So, guys, I see you coming up with these different dishes. I grilled a goat today with some rice and gravy and fresh cornbread. My uncle made some. Ooh, who is that? William, if you don't get off of here with that food. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see William put his comment? No box. I know that's right. Okay, Ruth. Are you from Jamaica, William? Because I think I seen, yeah. Are you from Jamaica? But that sound good. Some rice and gravy and fresh cornbread. That homemade cornbread, William. Peach cobbler. Oh, you from Louisiana. Y'all making some goat? I didn't know people from Louisiana. No offense. Please don't take that personal, but I didn't know that. I I thought that people I saw. I'm gonna tell you, William. The first time I had some goat, I was in Jamaica, and they had them. They were raising. They were raising the goats like it was a dog. So they were actually raising that goat so that they could eat them. To be honest with you, so that's the first time I've ever heard of someone having that. Hello, Natalie. How are you? We're on here discussing about Sunday dinner. Has anybody on here ever made a 7-layer taco salad? Anybody? See, I'm a salad person. I love salads. So, um, they well, hello from France. Welcome aboard, Natalie. Really? I did not know that, William. No, I do not know how to make church chicken curry, but you know what? I believe I can. Because I'm gonna tell you something. That meal I just well, it's not a meal. It was some soup, but it don't make no difference. It's still a meal. That bean sprout. I was telling my husband I need to make some. What is that rice called? Shrimp fried rice. Because I got to get rid of that bean sprout. I got to put it in. I'm not throwing my stuff away. See, that's what I be saying. When you cook something or have something in your home, you have to find something else to make that with. You think I can, Tina? You know what, Tina? I probably can. I'm sure I can too. I just never made it before. Cause there's a lot of dishes that I make on my channel. I've never made it before, and it wind up coming out good. So the chicken curry, do you boil it or do you sear it? I bet I could make it. But see, so Ruthie, when you do your chicken curry, what do you pour it over? Do you pour it over rice, potatoes? What do you noodles? I did not know people ate goat like that. See, up here where I'm at, we don't eat goat. They do not sell goat in the store. If they do, I don't know anything about it. I go to the farmers. I'm talking to Wim, I go to the farmers market all the time, and I've never seen goat. I don't think it's stewed chicken, Tina. Curry chicken. Chicken curry is I believe it's a Chinese dish or Asian dish. But that curry is supposed to be good for you too. You never I'm gonna get you for that one. Girl. I know you laughing. I know you laughing. I'm gonna get you for that one, Ruth. Oh my gosh! I gotta drink some water on that right there. You know what? Let me put that on here. I'm gonna put it on here, and I'm gonna try to make that chicken curry because I have curry seasoned in there. Because sometimes when we go to the restaurant and my hubby wants some of that like a curry dish, because he loves curry food. Oh my gosh, he loves it. Ooh, I can't see nothing. My grandma used to make them. Oh Lord, your grandma used to throw down. Oh my gosh. I have it down, Tina. I'm gonna tell you how many things I have down here. I have 5 things on this paper. See, I got my paper today, Tina. I haven't forgot about you. Wow. You know, I was just looking at some homemade biscuits the other day, Will. I was telling my husband, I said, oh, it's time to bring out some biscuits or something for breakfast in the morning because I'm not a breakfast person, but I like to cook stuff different. But I'm going to tell you guys something. A lot of things that I make, I probably would taste it, but I won't eat it. If I just said that I'm not a breakfast person, but I got to find out something different to eat. I'd rather have dinner or lunch for breakfast. Anybody else on here like that? That's just me. Because I don't know, I've gotten older and those eggs, I don't know if it's the smell. I don't know what it is. I'm like, I don't want none of this. But and the thing about breakfast is just so I like with me, I like to have different foods to eat. I don't like eating the same. So see them eggs and all that oatmeal, that stuff get on my nerves. I want something different. Yes, yes, William. I used to make those. I used to make It's the smell. Yeah, it's the smell, Tina. I used to make those tea cakes for my kids when they were little, and they loved them. What's the app? Which one? The chicken curry, Ruthie. That chicken. Is that what you're talking about? That chicken curry is not a African dish. It might be, but I think the curry comes from is am I right, honey? Curry is an Asian dish, right? A Okay, Asian and Arab. Okay. You said yes, it is, Ruthie. Mm. Every time I had something curry, I was in an Asian restaurant because see, my husband likes to curry whatever. He just loves it, and we were always in an Asian restaurant. I never went somewhere else or at someone else's house and had something with curry in it. And you know who else makes it too? Curry. Is that curry? Is that the people used to be our neighbors? What nationality are they? Indians like it. Is that right? Huh? Hello? In there? Yeah, what'd you say? Indians like curry, right? Yeah, Indians like curry because we stayed around a lot of Indians, and that's all you smelled in the neighborhood. I think and it smells so good. That curry has a very nice aroma to it. So I know that yeah, the Indians they eat it. I think they eat it every day. And another thing they like too is that Indian. They're not Indian. What are they? Arab. Okay, they like that spicy food. I went into one store and it was like I like to go in different stores, not just a regular grocery store, but if it's a different nationality, I like to go in their stores and look at their spices and their food. So while I was in there, I wind up getting one of their it looked like it was bread to me, and I'm not a big bread person, but I don't like hush puppies, so I'm not offending nobody that like hush puppies. But it looked like a hush puppy, and I took a small bite out of it, and it was very spicy. So I told my neighbor, and she told me it wasn't spicy enough. Now I like spicy food. She said it wasn't spicy enough. She said, "Now if you want, I'll make you some." I said, "No, that's okay," because it was so spicy. I couldn't eat that. Jamaican, okay. What? Are you serious, Will? Y'all, y'all grill alligator? Okay, okay, William, I gotta ask you some questions because see, I like to have these conversations. That's the first thing I would like to say. So this is how we're gonna start this conversation. Huh? My husband said you're telling the truth because okay, so I'm gonna ask you this because he lived in Louisiana for a while. So back to William. We gotta have this conversation with William. Okay, William. Do you buy this at the meat market? Do you buy it at the grocery store? This is the alligator, or do you catch the alligator yourself, cut it up, and eat it? I would like to know that because I'm getting very interested on some of these things because I've never seen this before. So this is new to not only me, but also the other people that's in this live with me. I've never heard anyone eating alligator. I'm sorry, and I hope I'm not offending you, but where do you get your alligator from? I really want to know because I know I go to the meat market and everywhere. I've never seen an alligator before. So where do you get it from? Do you catch it? Are you guys reading William's comment? Well, I got a buddy that I'll buy it from. Okay, so I know how he do it. He catch them. Just say he catch them. It's okay. So when you help clean them up, okay, there you go, Tina. Because I'm telling you, this is all new. And see, we're getting interested because I didn't know that. Because you bringing some stuff up. I'm looking like, wait a minute, I have to look. I don't sit up in the chair. Woo! Oh wow! Wait a minute. You know that alligator is huge. So when you get an alligator wham, this is the next question I would like to ask you. How long do you eat off that alligator? Because that's a big animal. Okay? He's huge. Do you eat the tail part, the entire body? I mean, how do you guys I really want to know. We are interested now. Look, you got us all in here. I'm looking at the comments like, where is he at? I really truly want to know. William, did you leave us? Now you have me all up here sitting up in the seat trying to find out what you cooking and what you're doing. Okay. Okay, got you. Yeah, that's big enough for a family to eat. Oh, really, Tina? So, William, does it taste like chicken? Now I've had now up here up north where we're located, they do a lot of deer hunting up this way. So I have had meat. They do sell it in our market, but for what my understanding is, deer meat is one of the cleanest meats to eat because they don't have all that stuff in there, you know. Yeah, they don't get things shot in their body and all that other stuff because the people up this way when they catch a deer, they eat off that deer for the whole winter. The entire winter. They do not go back to the grocery store and get any meat. The tail is delicious. Really? Okay. Hey girl. Hi. You going to bed? You want to take that in there for me? Thank you. Wow, fish. Wow. See, and you know what? I probably would eat that. I love fish. Take it in there. Take it in there. Go ahead. Uh-uh. That's okay. Thank you, sweetie. Wow. I did not know that. You know, I watched this other guy on YouTube, me and my husband. I think his I forgot his name. And he yeah, yeah. Hi, Master La Prince, how are you? Yeah, you guys do a yeah. Wait a minute. The guy and I don't know if this is you or not, but it's a guy on YouTube. Me and the hubby watch him, and he hunts and he catch. I don't know if this is you or not. Now listen here. Shoot, cause matter of fact, I think his name is he's a Williams. I think he's from the Williams family. I'm gonna say that part. So he catches deers. I think he just had a house built a couple of years ago, and he fish, he fillet he does everything. He even catch this one wild animal. What is it? What's that little black wild animal called? Huh? A hog. It's this black hog. He catch that too. And I seen him fillet a fish, and I mean, he cuts all of his meat up. He has some really nice a boar. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, he get that boar, cut it up. He get it, he kill it, slice it like the grocery store do when you go pick up your meat in the store. That man freezer is full of meat. He don't have to go to no grocery store because he hunts for everything. So when you are able to do that, you're okay. You save a lot of money, William, for all that. You have to. You grow your own crops, so you in the field. You in the Louisiana hot weather. I know it's beautiful. I have a sister-in-law. She just moved in that area. And I talked to her yesterday, and she said it was 75 degrees outside. I said, what? Can you send some up my way, please? Our weather is starting to get better. Um, I think today it rained today, but I think it's gonna be. See now, when we hear 50-degree weather, that's some beautiful weather to us. 60 degrees, jacket for us. So that's some beautiful weather. So when we hear 75, that's hot. We have shorts on. So some people hear 50 degrees, like they think that is just extremely cold, but it's not cold to us. So when you eat that alligator, Wim, what do you fix with it? butter beans, field peas, cabbage, corn, okra, squash, tomatoes. I planted some last summer. Oh my goodness. Oh, you in the 80s, Tina? You just planted all of that last summer. So I know you have a farm, and you do crop. I do understand that. So when do you plant your seeds? Is this the good time to do it now and then it'll be up by May or June? How do you guys do that? So you can't do it up here where I'm at. Because you're going to kill some stuff. It's too cold here. 80 degrees. I'm jealous, Tina. I'm real jealous. After Good Friday? Okay. Okay, so that's next month. So, you know what I did, guys? I actually planted some watermelon seeds. And so far, one of the stems is coming up. I have never grown a watermelon before. I do not know how big the stalk is going to be. I love watermelon. I could eat an entire watermelon by myself. I don't even have to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Give me a watermelon for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I can do that. And I know I can't do that. I'm not supposed to, but I can. I don't have to eat no meat or nothing else. Just give me a watermelon. Really? The pollen is bad in Georgia, too. I was just talking to my daughter. She's in Georgia, and she's trying to get her garden ready on her. She puts it on her balcony. I can't wait till she grows everything out. Her flowers was just so beautiful. Yeah, you are, yeah, that's a lot of work. Ooh, all that cropping and ooh, that's a lot. I've never been to Louisiana or Mississippi. I've been to Alabama. My daughter went to college there. I've been to Alabama, Kentucky, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida. But North Carolina, I've been there. But Louisiana and Mississippi, like some deep southern states, no, I have never been there before. I have a sister-in-law, her family stays in Mississippi, and she said, you should come there one day. And I'm like, I'm such a city girl. I don't know about the country. I'm sorry. You got 2 peach trees in my back. What? And a plum and a pear tree in my back. Oh my gosh. I remember that stuff when I was a kid. We had a plum, a peach, a cherry, blueberries growing off the fence, strawberries. See, back then, the blueberries, you did not have to keep planting them every year. Strawberries, you did not have to plant them every year. They just automatically came up every year. Now you have to redo everything. I know that's right there. Some mustard, boy, I tell you. I tried to grow some greens in my backyard. Listen, I didn't know anything about greens as far as growing them in the yard. But I tried to, and I tried to do it in the summertime. And those moths ate, tore those greens up. I was so mad. And somebody was like, you're not supposed to put them down until it's almost wintertime. I said, well, did nobody tell me that? They said when the frost hit it, when it's cold, so that means the bugs are not going to get hold of them. But I put stuff on there for the bugs, and it didn't, man. And somebody said, put flour on. I put flour. The flour did help some, no. But I know that has to be a lot of work trying to keep bugs off of those crops and everything. Yes. See, and I didn't know that. See, I'm a collard green person, so when I put it out when it was real hot, that didn't work. So I did not take it out of the ground. I kept it in, and so when it got cold, that frost hit it. I went just pick me a couple pieces off of there, and until the weather got so bad, because up here, we get a lot of snow. So, but yeah, when that frost hit it, it's really good. Sorry about that, guy. Got him. So you grow all kind of greens. Tina said something about mustard salad. I try to, and I think I've been like this since I was a kid. Mustard and turnips don't agree with me. Greens. Collards is one of my favorites. That's all I really eat. And then when somebody cook mustard or turnip, sometimes they mix them together. They do that. I mean, everybody does stuff different. My mom used to do it, but I used to pick the other part out and go in and get the collard. But another thing too, I don't like a lot of meat in my greens. I don't like when somebody cooks some greens. It's more meat than greens. Somebody on here might know what I'm talking about. I love kale too, but it has to be cooked. I tried to put kale in a smoothie. It's too gritty. I have to cook my kale. I like kale. I like collards. I like cabbage. But to me, I mean, I can only say me. The mustard and the turnips is too strong. It has a strong taste to it. Yeah, me too. When I go to if somebody has a lot of greens, I pick all of it out. I mean, if they have a lot of meat, I pick all the meat out, and they have just that little bit of green in there, and I'll be so mad because I'll be wanting the greens. So I don't know. Some people just cook with a lot of meat, and I don't like a lot of meat either. That's another thing. I don't like big chunks of meat in my food. I like to cut it up. I don't know. I've gotten old. You get older, everything change. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, okay, old age, kick it in. So which one is your favorite green, Tina? Oh, Lord. Raccoon stew with lima beans and cornbread. Whew. Lima beans, I like lima beans. Now, raccoon stew, you like them all, Tina? Okay. Ooh, y'all ate some food. I mean, I'm talking about you deep, deep south. I mean, yeah, real deep. Raccoon stew, I've never even heard of that before. Wow. Wow. Grandma knew. I know she do. But see, back then when, like pig feet, chitterlings, all that stuff, we ate all of that stuff. And listen, I couldn't stand none of it. Chitlins wasn't bad, but it's not my desire. Pig feet, my mama used to cook that stuff. I used to hate it. And then you get that hot sauce on there. I was like, oh. And to this day, I can't stand fat meat. If I have a piece of fat meat on my chicken or any kind of my meat, I don't even want the rest of it. I'm so weird. I'm like, oh my God. Even if I get a steak and there's any kind of fat meat on there, I'm not eating it. I cannot stand fat meat. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. I've been like this since I was little. I am so bad. Now I remember some rabbit. I remember that, Tina. You like the barbecue pig tail? Oh, you go on here with your bad self because I can't do it. Oh yeah, sound like y'all was eating real good because the food you saying on here, grandma didn't pay. She made it do she made it work. And that's awesome. Because you naming stuff, y'all had turkeys. Grandma didn't have to go, she didn't have to go to the grocery store, did she? You have a farm? You have a farm, don't you? You don't go to the grocery store. You have everything you need at your house. You have your farm, your crops, you have your animals, you have your milk, your what? It's nothing you need at all. You know? She raised them turkeys. I know she threw, ooh, Lord. Everything. Yeah, that's what I said, Tina. He has everything. Wow. Barbecue pigtails. Ooh, Lord Jesus. I have not had pig feet in over 40, 50 years. It's been a long time. Do I miss it? Sometimes I think of fat meat, I'm like, I am not eating that. Even when I go pick out me a roast, I have to look at the fat around the roast. I'm bad. I'm so bad, y'all. I have to look at all the fat meat around the roast. Even when I purchase like ribs, I have to look see how much fat meat. I mean, whatever meat I get. That's why I guess I like to go to the market because they cut all that stuff off. Wow. You were raised around a lot. Oh my gosh. She made the buttermilk and everything. So she made her own ice cream. Wow. Grandma didn't have to go to the store and get nothing. Everything she needed to feed y'all, it was right there. My husband like oxtails, Tina. I'm not going to tell you why I don't eat them. Mm-mm. Yeah, that bacon, that butter. Did she make bread? William, I know she made that bread, that homemade bread, didn't she? Man, that hurt my grandma was throwing down. They wasn't one for nothing. That's good. That's a blessing. When you have everything you need is in the house. You don't have to run out and get it, you know? Some people have to run out and get now, boy. It's just so hard now. All that stuff they used to have when people were younger, it's not like that anymore, you know? Now you have to, yeah, try to make ends meet. You like oxtails? See, I can't get with them oxtails. Tina Ruthie says she like oxtails. Probably crackling bread too. Homemade bread pudding. Tina, you just got done talking about some bread pudding. I don't know what no bread pudding is. I know I could, yeah. See, some things I have to look up, and I probably had it as a child. I done got old. I can't remember hardly nothing. Yeah, look who making the bread pudding. William is. Oh, you thought your grandmother did. You had an awesome grandmother. Sound like grandma didn't work at all. She didn't have to go to work, did she? The way she cooking that food. She probably worked in that crop and got, dinner ready. That's probably what she did. Yes, William did have it all. He did. He sure did. Wow. Yeah, Ruthie, I just can't get with them oxtails. I tried, and don't get me wrong. If my husband want them, I'll cook it for him. But I just can't get with them. I'm sorry. Your granddad, they don't make them kind of men no more. I got a good one though. I ain't gonna lie. I got me a good one. I have a very good husband, but it's a lot of men out there. I don't know what's going on with them. I'm like, did you get the memo? you know, it's yeah. Wow. So were you raised by your grandmother? Wow, it's something else to have everything you need. Don't have to run to the store and spend no money, you know? Okay. Sound like a good lady. You know, it's just good. Back then grandparents was totally different, yeah. Nowadays it gets a little hard because now the kids don't move this way, move that way, and my grandchildren, they're not even here in the state with me. I have three that's not here. Three that's not here. I was just with my granddaughter. She's older. She's grown, has a good job, and I mean, she's doing really good for herself. But hey, we just had lunch the other day, her and my daughter, and we had a really good time because I took them a gift. And it's just like it was Christmas all over again for them. They were so excited on the things that I gave to them. So that spending that time with them was, it's just a blessing. Okay then, Tina. Good night. I'm gonna be getting off here shortly too myself because my sister's standing right here dancing like she ready to go to bed. So, guys, I'm gonna get off of here, but thank you so much for chiming in, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye bye. Oh, really? Okay, Will. Okay, good night, guys. Bye bye. You too, William.